Alright, so this is released by ryoou. The level starts off pretty solid, the effects are nice, and the gameplay is pretty fun, especially with the blue pad head hitters. Now, this is definitely the weakest point of the level. The design feels pretty bland, and it's definitely a downgrade from the previous part. The background is quite boring. I also want to mention that I did die to these slopes a few times because the D blocks aren't covering the corners of the slopes. Here we have an interesting background. It's alright. The block design does feel a little empty, but my biggest problem with this part were the random movements of the platforms. There is a little indication, but I wish it was a little more clear because it was a bit annoying on my first few attempts because they seemingly came out of nowhere. Alright, now this next part was completely unexpected. It's definitely my favorite part of the level. The effects are very simple once you take a look at how they're done, but they're pretty visually appealing when put together. I must say though, sometimes the pulses would cause the orbs to get kind of lost in the background, making it hard to sight read at times, but this part just feels so good to play once you know what to do. ryoou requested 8 stars. I could definitely see this being 8 or 9. With some of the gameplay issues and the end parts orb issue, I would maybe say 9, but 8 is totally reasonable too. I can definitely see this level getting a feature rating. Good job, ryoou.